Hey Kipsters, I hope you're having a great day. Today we're going to look at the what, who, why, and where of imperialism. Let's get started. So the first thing, what is imperialism? Well, we already know this. When one country takes control of another country in order to obtain resources or gain power. So they take control of the country's government and economy so that they can get resources or power. In the 15th and 16th centuries, Europeans did a lot of exploration, meaning they went around and looked at some different areas and some different regions. This was different than imperialism because they didn't need to see the interior or the inside of the land. They did not necessarily have great influence on the indigenous or native people. Why do you think this is? Well, they were strange people. They didn't know much about living there. They didn't have lasting power over the local people. And they found willing traders. So they didn't really have that much influence. So it wasn't really imperialism. However, this all started to change in the 18th and 19th centuries. The idea morphed into how can we use these other places to improve our own economy. So instead of just exploring it, they wanted to figure out how they can use the resources that they were seeing and the people there to help themselves. So who were these people that we call imperialists? Well, let's take a look. We've got two questions. The first one is, what do you notice about the map? I'm going to give you a couple seconds to go ahead and just write down everything that you notice about this map. If you wrote down some things like there are a whole bunch of different colors, it's a map of Africa, I noticed different colonies, or that it's colonial Africa in the 1800s, all of those things are great observations. The second question we have is, what do you notice about the countries who were doing the imperializing? Go ahead and take a couple seconds to answer that question. What do you notice about the countries who were doing the imperializing? If you said that they were all from Europe, then you are absolutely right. All of the countries that we're looking at are from Europe. So all of the countries that were imperial powers in Africa came from Europe. So why are they influencing Africa? Why are they trying to take over Africa? Well, one thought was, we want their stuff. What did Europeans get from Africa? Well, land. But what did they need that land for? The resources in it. Minerals, plants, fruits, wood, stone, people, gold, all of those things benefited Europe in some way. Another idea was that we're better than them. So a lot of Europeans had this racist idea that their race was better than another race. And so they thought that they were better than those people, and so that they could just kind of come over and take their land. They also had this idea of social Darwinism, meaning that one culture or one society was going to rule over all the other ones, or they were going to be better than all the other ones. Another thought or something they might say was, we need to keep things under control. So what if other countries control them? They didn't want that to happen. So other countries might control them if they don't. So what if Asian countries came in and started to control Africa? Well, we don't want that. So we're going to go ahead and take control of them ourselves. Also, indigenous rulers could make decisions that would disadvantage us, meaning the native rulers of those countries could make a decision in Africa that would hurt Europe. So we need to go make sure that they're under our control. The last idea they had, or the last reason that they had, was that they needed to live the right way. That they felt like the Africans needed to live the right way. And to the Europeans, the right way of living was their way of living. So one of their arguments was that they were savages, meaning that they didn't have any of the resources or the good things that the Europeans had. So they didn't have the correct way of living. Another thought was that they needed to be saved. They needed to be introduced to Christianity. And the last thought was that they could show them how to use their resources better. So instead of living and killing each other and not really living well in community, we can come and show them how to live better lives. And last, where did imperialism happen? Go ahead and take a couple of seconds to answer the question based off of this map. Where does it look like imperialism took place? If you said that imperialism took place all over the world, then you are absolutely correct. Imperialism impacted the entire globe. So we can see European countries' influence in North America, South America, Africa, Asia, Australia, all over the world. Europe had some kind of influence. So it took place all over the world. Well, teammates, that's the what, who, why, and where of imperialism. I hope you have a great day. If you need to, go back through the video to help you answer any more questions. Talk to you soon.